play flute, road crew shit. If you can't be used, well, then I guess you're useless. Ulysses S. Grant, we should start a revolution or a civil war, whatever you're into. Kids, down for whatever.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Cheers.
Who are you guys?
We are Gatlin.
Pop punk band from Youngstown, Ohio.
Alright. How long have you guys been making music together?
Oh, we are approaching 2 years-ish, right? So, a little couple of breaks here and there, but basically 2 years for the most part.
2 years with this lineup right here. We've been playing for about 3 years before that, juggling between members, and we finally found AJ, and things been working real well since then.
Yeah, I'm not that good at juggling. I'm not that good at juggling, so I wouldn't have been able to do it. How many albums have you guys released?
We have our CD release show tonight. It's
Tonight?
Our first EP tonight.
It happens to be happening right now. This is the very first one.
Yeah.
Oh, we're here, live on set.
We're actually
not live,
here.
but we're on set.
We're on set.
Doing it. They're for sale over there.
What's it called?
It's just self-titled, just Gatlin.
Gatlin.
Yep.
Where'd you guys record it?
We recorded at Shaw Studios with Josh and Angelo.
Okay.
It was right in the middle of Boardman, Ohio.
How often do you guys practice?
Once a week, usually shows. We try to get a second one in there, practice to be ready. But usually if we're just writing or, don't have anything coming up, usually once a week.
We maintain usually the 1 to 2 times a week thing, and it's basically, would you say probably like the same thing every, like the routine. We have a routine, so we just go there and do it, as opposed to like sort of like free-form jam sessions.
Yeah.
So we get through them pretty quickly.
Unless Rick talks between every song.
Yeah.
Is there a Gatlin song that's like the people's favorite? The people's song? Is there a fan favorite song?
There is.
Yeah,
And
what
it's
is it?
called Fearless Leader.
Oh yeah, I know that song.
Yep, it was released on This Is Just a Comp through This Is Just a Record label, Mike Road and John Kent, and that has seemed to be the one that has stuck out the most with everybody.
And we like
Shout out.
Yeah, we like to appreciate, shout out to John and Mike for helping us out with all they helped us out with tremendously. It was all great.
So you guys are on a record label.
This is just a record label.
Small label, big label.
Brand spanking new. Like the newborn baby, they pulled it out, slapped
I
its
kind of
ass.
meant your guys' preference.
There you go.
What do you guys think bands should go with? Do you think that it's better to stick with a small label even if you get the chance to go with a big label? Or do you move your way up the steps? What do you think is the best plan of action as far as that goes for bands? You see a lot of bands get burned. You see a lot of bands make some money.
I think that if there's somebody that's willing to work with you and give you an opportunity when there wasn't one before, you should kind of remain somewhat honorable to them. Stick around with the small label and obviously make releases. I mean, this day and age, you don't really have to stick to one label. You can bounce around, you can release stuff, you can do splits and stuff, which they always come out on something else. So kind of bounce around.
And really the idea, I think maybe even like the characteristics of the big time record label may not even be necessary at this point, right? Like
Not with social media.
Yeah, so here we are.
Kind of a related question, ties right on in. How do you guys then feel about the relationship between commercialism and music these days?
Well, I mean, obviously, like, your first instinct is to probably say, like, if we were to ask the Ouija board here, it would be F, Fuck you to the commerce aspect of it, but like, it's
Wow, that's crazy. You didn't even move your hand at all. Holy shit, those things work.
That's our prop for the day. But I mean, okay, I don't know what your opinion. We never really talked about this. I think like maybe the instinct would be, it would have been better to not have them coupled together in the first place. Okay, but like the idea of it may not be like that. It might be a moot point right now. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean,
Well, I might be the anti-punk in the band because I'm big on commercialism mixed with the scene, because I feel like the more people that are willing to hear our stuff through, marketing and, the mall scene or whatever else social media scene there is, TikTok, whatever, I think the better. I think the more people look at it less like it's like some kind of taboo aspect is the better for music in general as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, if we get to the point where we're releasing stuff and, still working with John and that, we even could branch off and do a few DUI, maybe 7 inches.
well, it's a necessary aspect that exists.
You wouldn't want to do you mean a DIY?
DIY, sorry. Yeah, we don't want a DUI.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would just, an idea.
That's right.
It smells like weed in here.
Yeah,
I
It
wonder,
sure does.
I
I
wonder
already
why.
thought about that about a minute ago.
Yeah.
Who are some of your guys' favorite bands and musicians?
Want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Down the line?
We'll just go down the line. Yeah.
Alright, Blink-182 and NoFX, Alkaline Trio, Nest, Anti-Flag, all the drive-through bands from the early 90s and 2000s that are probably no longer together, but those are pretty much stuff I draw influence out of.
Mostly for this band, this project particularly, I would say my biggest influences would be probably Jawbreaker, Alkaline Trio, more like these, like those style punk bands, Texas is a Reason, the Twerpentines, any of the Fred Oakman bands, to be honest, at this point.
Shout out to Fred
Yeah,
for
Fred
playing
Oakman.
tonight.
Yep, One If by Land will be playing. They're closing this show tonight.
Shout out.
That's right. But I mean, I listen to everything, so my influences range pretty far. A lot of hardcore, a lot of death metal, and a lot of black metal type stuff. But for this band, it's all punk stuff.
Yeah, I listened to obviously over the course of my lifetime, all kinds of insane stuff, and not even necessarily punk rock for the longest time. Like they mentioned, in terms of this particular project, it would be for me, like Lifelong with the Misfits was always a big thing, and then another big one would be like Sunny Day Real Estate was also like a huge influence as far as how we play music, at least from my perspective anyway.
That's it.
Is Gatlin a democracy or a dictatorship?
I don't know. It might be if you're looking at
I don't know.
if you were looking at it in terms of like a political philosophy. I don't know if it's either one of them. It might be anarchistic. No, not really.
This is an anti-political band. There's no politics in this band whatsoever, and we keep it that way.
Yeah, as far as like how we approach it, like I think as far as Paul's talking about, I don't think it's really either one of them. Not that we kind of wing it. It's more of just there's no philosophy necessarily beyond trying to get to the next thing and doing whatever like the best option is at that particular point in time. If you're talking in terms of songwriting, that's very much a group effort. So I guess that would be very much democratic, you might say.
That's, kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Head's the answer. Yeah, though, I'm not one for politics. I did like when Trump was president, making fun of him on this show sometimes. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
We could make fun of Biden, maybe. I don't really care too much for. It's all right. I mean, it's really not even that funny either. But whatever. Speaking of old people, whose back do you guys think hurts the most after you guys get done playing the show?
I don't know. You're very active physically.
Yeah.
It might be you.
I jump around like a nut half the time.
Yeah.
I feel pretty well usually.
I usually feel pretty well, although you would think my back would hurt the most. It hasn't hurt too bad after shows, to be very honest.
I'm
Who's
gonna
the
go
oldest?
with you probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably Eric.
Yeah, jumping around. And,
He's the oldest.
Okay.
Yeah, I am the oldest. Yeah.
Okay.
And second.
and I'm the youngest. I shouldn't have the back
Oh
problem.
yeah, Jesus.
But I'm the youngest.
So, I gotta ask about face tattoos, of course, Rick. I'm all for it, man. I'm not a hater on face tattoos, so don't think I'm gonna come in on that way.
No problem.
But, so, Rick has face tattoos. Rick, do they hurt? What do you think? What was a face tattoo like compared to the rest of your body, which is apparently probably covered in tattoos?
You know what? They would have hurt a lot more if they weren't small tattoos. I always think about it like that. If I was to get a humongous face tattoo, it would have been pretty tough to sit through. I do have big tattoos on the back of my head as well, and I couldn't tell the difference between a tattoo or getting a knife stuck in the back of my head, so it hurt extremely bad. And I'm not gonna lie, even other tattoos all over my body hurt pretty bad. I was able to get through them, but the face tattoos were pretty painful, especially under the eye because I was like flinching the entire time. So.
Would either of you guys join in? Are you guys getting face tattoos next?
I don't know. My tattoo repertoire is pretty mild. I just kind of have this area going on. So, I don't know. You never want to say never, though. That's right.
Yeah. I got my back left. I'm covered everywhere else other than my face and back. And neck. But I'll eventually. Oh yeah, hands. I want to do the hands and the neck before I jump to the face, and kill my back out too. But that's my plan on literally covering my body, I guess.
Right, one tattoo.
Yep, one big tattoo.
Are black and white pictures better than color photographs?
I
Yes.
think they are because it has that mysterious, feel kind of.
There's a vintage look to it. There's an aesthetic feel to it for sure. I think they're better, but at the same time, I like them both the same. I wouldn't choose one over the other particularly. Just black and white's what worked for us, and we kind of got a theme going with Gatlin.
Seems to class things up a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's just a classy thing. So
You guys are classy. He's wearing a tie.
I am. That's part of my routine. That's part of my spiel.
Oh, it's fake. Is it like a clip-on? Is that what you mean?
No.
Oh, okay. He tied the tie, but
No,
it's for...
it's super real. No,
Okay.
no, I'm just saying that's my
that's his attack.
that's my aesthetic. I
Yeah.
guess.
That's his vibe.
Fuck yeah.
But at least in fact, I do dress like that in real life every day. So it isn't a poser.
What do numbers mean to you guys as a band? In general. Take it how you want.
Well, numbers for me represent a nightmare because it's math, and I have to deal with it a lot. I don't like it, but it exists. Credit card numbers are a thing. Don't like those much either, but they also exist. If you're leaning into numerology, I don't know anything about it, so I can't really get into that one.
With numbers at me, it's weird. I see 1111 literally every day. If it's AM or PM, it's just something that I don't know. It's really weird.
I think everybody has that same effect.
Yeah,
Do you think it's because you look at the clock a lot?
no, I really don't look at the clock at all. I'm usually just
I think
putting a live show on TV and just watching it and just listening to music. And I'll look down and go figure. It's 11:11.
numbers to me do mean something from a band perspective. The amount of songs we have, the amount of minutes that they actually last, the amount of records we put out, the amount of followers we do or do not have on Instagram or whatever the case may be. So numbers hold weight for Gatlin.
What's your guys' favorite kind of cheese?
Munster.
Oh, that's a good one.
Quick with it.
Oh, American, actually.
That was an American thing to do.
Yeah,
Did you just say I'm Eric actually, or American?
American. Actually.
American. I think you threw your name in there on purpose. Throw me off.
Eric, actually.
You kind of did sound a little bit.
What's your guys' favorite kind of cereal?
I'm lactose intolerant, so
Crave.
I haven't eaten cereal in like 16 years, but whenever I did, it was probably Fruity Pebbles.
Fuck yeah. Who are some musicians that you guys would like to see movies made about? They're always making movies about musicians, but maybe not always the ones that we want to see. Who do you guys want to see movies about?
Well, a lot of them I think that people would have on the wish list have appeared recently. So, but in terms of ones that aren't available, you have the Kurt Cobain one. You know, there's like the conspiracy, suicide, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect. That's one that would probably always stick out. Maybe a Jeff Buckley one might be interesting. What the fuck happened there? Who knows? Did they do? Oh, there was a Sid and Nancy one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There was a few different ones.
Yeah, they already did that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Dave Brockie, the singer for Goon.
The Guar guy,
I think that would be a good movie because his life's probably more crazy than anybody could ever imagine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'd probably say Rick's gonna hate me for this one, but honestly, I like to see a movie about Fat Mike's life and actually what he claims he had been through, and actually if it's real or not.
Yeah, I could see NoFX having a movie about them. Them guys have been around for a long time.
And then the 80s, you know, the police brutality scene back then when they first started, and
Yeah,
Madness.
all of that. Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
would.
What are some current trends in music you guys would like to see die?
Rap.
I don't know. I'm ashamed to admit, I don't have TikTok. I know a lot of the music is on there right now, so there's probably some trends on there that exist that I hate.
TikTok in general, I think, could just.
Yeah, I don't have one either.
I read the terms and conditions for it one time. It's like a fucking horror movie. So, yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, that would be it. Like the TikTokification of music, that can go away for all I care.
Mm-hmm. In my personal opinion, the elitist and gatekeepers can probably go away. I'd imagine them kind of guys could get the heck out of here.
That mumble rap, I cannot get into that. I don't know why it's even popular, but
Well, to each their own, man. Them mumble rappers would look at us and be like, yeah, Gatlin can go. So,
yeah, I mean, either way.
Fuck
right?
them then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck them. What about maybe some trends that you guys would like to see come back, or some trends you guys would like to see be more prominent in the music scene these days?
I mean, I would definitely love like old school Tony Hawk soundtrack. That just hit hard. I think a lot of those bands, if they were still together, that would be.
Hey, anything's possible. Emo came back, so
Yeah.
look at that.
I mean, yeah, like if I remember being a kid playing Tony Hawk's. Oh, who's this? And it's Goldfinger.
That was a good era. I would probably agree with that. There was a lot of good shit on there.
Yeah.
That would be a good thing.
So that's essentially the compilation era.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
this is just a comp is available through, this is just a record label, and there's a bunch of punk rock bands on there, and if you ever wanted to feel like you were leaving Warped Tour, getting a sampler, go out and grab one of those, or at least listen to it, because that right there is like having a Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack.
Oh, I guess, yeah, we're attempting to do it as we speak.
Definitely. And
Bring it back.
and buy our CD too.
Or help somebody buy it.
Yeah.
Does being in a band make you the black sheep of the family? You guys family supportive? They like the music? What do they think about Gatlin?
Yeah, my mom's been supportive since I started playing at 13. She bought me a shitty guitar just in case I didn't stick with it. And then I started playing guitar, and then fell in love with Blink-182, seen Tom Strat, and was like, I have to have that. So long story short, I went out, cut a bunch of grass, got enough money to get the guitar, and quit all the jobs as soon as the guitar was in my hand.
Yeah, for me, I would be the black sheep of the family if I wasn't in a band, but it really doesn't. Everybody seems to be into it, everybody's supportive, everybody's interested in it. Like Eric was saying, obviously my mom was the lead person who got me into music equipment and gear, and she's financed a lot of the things that I did as a kid in order to be a musician today. So yeah, it's been cool, it's been real.
Should people punch in mosh pits?
Well, I mean, there's probably a time and a place and a circumstance for that. In general, generally speaking, probably that's not how I would. That's not what I would prefer. But
Nobody likes to get punched in the side of the head.
yeah,
I like more of the circle pit where,
Yeah.
you're not getting throat punched or pushed over.
I'm into the crowd killing aspects. I enjoy watching it. I haven't enjoyed participating as much as I used to when I was younger, but it always seems like somebody gets punched in a mosh pit that isn't actually moshing. So that seems to be the thing.
collateral
Common theme.
damage of some kind. Yeah.
Were you punching people? Was that you, Rick? Rick was the one that was punching the guys on the side of this that were just trying to stay out of it. Speaking of punching, what do you guys like better? Or do you even have a preference on UFC versus WWE? They're both popular.
That's you, bro.
I really like WWE and I really like UFC too, and it never really makes me think that like WWE should drop the act and they should be more real. I just like it for what it is, and then when it comes to UFC, I like that for what it is. I like the fighting aspects. I like the competition. So to me, I like them both a lot, and I support both of them.
They have their place, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we're here for a show. When's your next show? Because people who are watching this, they're probably not fucking here. When's the next show? Where can people catch you guys?
Our next show is January 22nd in Meadville, Pennsylvania, with One If by Land and a few other bands that are also on this bill tonight. Letters.
I like Letters. Fuck yeah.
We
Good
do
name
too.
drop. I fuck with Letters out. Hell yeah. Alright. I'm Paul Goon. They are Gatlin. And that's 13 minutes.
Cheers.